Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Prash Patel here at the Lotto Spring offices in Malta. Let's do a quick sound check before we get started. So exciting to see so many people here. Absolutely blown away. So if you can hear me loud and clear, would you kindly just type in, yes, we hear you, or loud and clear, or too loud, or anything that will let me know that you can hear me. So Darren says yes. Darren, okay, everyone's saying yes. Julie, hey, Julie, how are you? Jamie says hello. Welcome, Jamie. Sam, Maureen, Elaine, Len, Fraser, Fred, everybody. Okay, great. Fantastic news. Thank you very much. Faye, Branislav. That's a name I actually just looked up recently. Welcome to the webinar. So, guys, thank you so much for joining our epic live company webinar with the main man himself, Jamie Mather, for the first time in 2017. We all want to know what Jamie's been up to, and that's what we're going to discuss today, introducing Lotto Spring 2.0. What is that? It says it's now bigger, forget everything you know. And I promise you, by the end of this webinar, you're going to be absolutely blown away by what these guys have been working on for months and months and months and months. So, always good to know who we've got online here. I've been checking out the chat screen. Thank you so much for letting us know where you're from. I've checked out people from South Africa, from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, from the UK, Spain. Where else are you from? Type in where you're from so we can quickly recognize you and say thank you so much for joining us at this hour. Las Vegas, USA. I don't think so, Pete. Serbia, Branislav, welcome. UK mainland, Austria, Joseph. Andreas, Germany, welcome to the webinar. Who else we got? Scotland, welcome. Spain, UK, quite a lot of UK folks here. Montenegro, welcome Montenegro. Peter from Germany, Adelaide, Australia. Wow, Roger, what commitment this hour. Well done, my friend, amazing. Gareth from Ireland, Netherlands, Patricio, good to have you. We even have someone from Belgium. Wow, look at this. Lancashire, Welsh, Wales. Mallorca, Kathy from UK, fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. Welcome to each and every one of you. It's wonderful to see so many of our friends. Monica from Slovakia. Hello, Monica. How are you? So wonderful to see so many of our friends back on our live call here. It's been a while since we've done one of these company ones, and I'm sure everyone's curious to find out what Jamie has up his sleeves. We even have somebody from Vietnam. Welcome, Diane. So, what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about what's been going on with Lotto Spring so far and what Jamie has up his sleeve. We're also going to talk about, if you can put the next slide up for me, please. We're going to talk about the prizes that Jamie's going to give away. We've got a lot of different people that are going to walk away with awesome, awesome prizes. Charanjit from Malaysia, welcome, Charanjit. So, as you know, we've been running the company's been running a promotion since January. We call it the 2017 prize giveaway, and we've lined up a whole bunch of goodies for us to walk away with on this webinar. If you're here on this webinar and your name gets picked, you'll walk away with one of these amazing prizes. If your name gets picked, or if somebody's name gets picked and they're not on the webinar, then guess what? They don't get it. We'll just choose another name and they'll get it. So we're going to give away 2 Dell laptops, a brand new iPhone 7. I really keep my fingers crossed for that one. 5 lucky people are going to walk away with €100 Amazon gift vouchers. 10 other people are going to walk away with €50 Amazon gift vouchers. And the pièce de résistance for me is 6 people are going to be walking away with 10,000 Blitz points. 300 points gives us 1 Blitz ticket. Each ticket can be worth €50,000. Just imagine that prize, guys. 4 of those prizes are going to be given away on this webinar, and 2 of them will be reserved away to our webinar replay viewers, because we have, as you know, people from all over the world. And I'm so excited to see so many of you from far-flung places here on the webinar, but there will be others who won't have made the time because it's at a very difficult hour for them, and we've reserved 2 of those for them. And we're going to give away some spot prizes. 3 winners, 3 lucky people are going to walk away with free Blitz points just for turning up. And I know, having spoken to quite a lot of our team members over the past few weeks, that we do have quite a lot of people on this webinar who are not part of the Prospring membership right now, and they're looking to join, and this is not a bad place to start, let me tell you, because you're going to hear from the man himself. So let's do a quick recap of what's been going on and where we're at with Lotto Spring since the day we started. We're now, I don't know, 15 months down the line, 16 months down the line, and this essentially we have used as a beta testing phase. As you know, Lotto Spring has done with Lotto what Uber has done with taxis, or Airbnb has done with the accommodation industry globally. What they have done is use technology and social sharing to their benefit and revolutionize an industry that hasn't changed in decades, if not hundreds of years. And that's exactly what Jamie and his team have done with Lotto Spring. They've taken an age-old industry that is participated with billions of people around the world, that hasn't changed in a long, long time, and pioneered something completely new, incorporating modern technology with the power of social. Now, that's very, very pioneering. And as you guys will know, when you're pioneering anything, it does take time to get it right. We don't have a roadmap to follow. It's not like using the Richard Branson method of actually finding an industry that already exists and making it better. Nobody has done this before. They were the first people in the world to do it. So we've had a really, really successful start, because when we launched this, when we pre-launched Lotto Spring way back in October, June, July of 2015, and we're now in 2017, in that first 90-day period, just using basic technology and basic materials that we had at our hand, we had over 16,000 people register in our pre-launch period, just showed interest. And then when it came down to the crunch, over 6,000 people actually became active members on launch. That was a phenomenal conversion. So we can definitely say that we had a really awesome, successful start, far bigger and better than any of us had anticipated, let me tell you. So let's have a look at what actually happened in that beta phase, so we can take a look at where we're at and how things have progressed. What I can definitely tell you is that Jamie and his entire crew, and there's a lot of people, by the way, in his crew who have been responsible for bringing this awesome opportunity to us, and also operating it, running it. So we've had a really successful operation. If you look at how our Lotto Spring business works, we have a syndicated model where every single person who joins gets put into a syndicate. That has worked because every single one of us who joined since day one were allocated into a syndicate without fail. We have multiple games. We have 3 different jackpots, and we have 2 different games every single week in every 4-week period. And every single game has been operated correctly, accurately, every single time. Not once has this company missed a game. Never. That tells us that they've run the operation very, very successfully. Every single prize, personal prize that has been won, has been allocated to the prize winner accurately, correctly, and without fail every single time. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of personal wins. Every single multi-win, multiply the personal prize by 5 times, gives you a scale of just how many multi-wins have been spread around. Every single multi-win that's been due has been credited to the correct player in the social circles every single time. Never has one multi-win gone astray, not once. That tells us that the engine for sharing the wins has worked perfectly every single time. Blitz points, whenever we have been due blitz points, those blitz points have been allocated correctly. The blitz points have accumulated correctly. They've been converted to Blitz tickets correctly. Those tickets have been entered into every single Friday game correctly. Never once have we missed one. And every single Blitz game has run accurately. Every Blitz win has been credited to the right people. And every single withdrawal of all of the prizes has been processed in accordance with gaming laws, accurately, safely. And every single person who has ever won any money has received it without fail. Absolutely 100%. So every single time this company has been asked for money that has been rightly due to the players, this company has accurately sent that money to the destination of choice every single time. Never once have we had an occasion where a withdrawal has not been processed correctly. Bonus prizes that the company has put out in multiple times across the last 16 months have been paid out correctly. The entire operation has run really, really smoothly when it comes from an operational perspective. So we can definitely say that in the beta phase, the core engine of the business, the thing that really makes or breaks any company, in my experience over 30 years now in this industry, that's the thing that makes or breaks a business, right? Everything else can be fixed and can be modified. But when it comes to product, quality, deliverability, commission, payouts, that's the core of the business. This company has got all of that absolutely bang on. So, you know, a really, really big hand for those guys back at the company's base who've run this operation. So that is amazing. Let's take a look at what's coming up next, right? So the quick recap is that this company has got a fantastic foundation for us to build our businesses on. Now, it is time for the full launch. Now, I know we've been operating for 16 months, but honestly, the two things that this company has been working on diligently is, one, the UK license. That, as you guys know, some of you guys will know, it took a year to secure because not the easiest thing in the world. Not everybody who applies for one gets one. You have to be whiter than white, cleaner than clean, and you have to operationally be absolutely squeaky clean to get it. This company acquired it. It's a coup. Not many get it. So that license process took an entire year, and I know the time, trouble, and effort and cost the company had to go through in order to secure this thing. And in the background, they've been working on some major upgrades to the core offer, to the Lotto Spring offer, because not everything that they wanted to offer us, they were able to offer us because they didn't have the license in place. They now have the license in place, and they now have the major upgrades in place. And that's what our CEO and founder, Jamie Mather, is going to tell us about today. So let me tell you a little bit about Jamie Mather. Some of you guys have heard from him before. Maybe some of you guys have never heard from him before. Here's an opportunity for you to hear from the man who dreamt up Lotto Spring. This is a concept that I remember first speaking to Jamie about 3 years ago when we sat down for, I think it was a bacon sandwich and a cup of tea somewhere. And so I've got this idea. Let me chat to you about it. And we talked about it. I was hooked immediately because the first thing that Jamie mentioned was that nobody has ever properly incorporated social sharing with the Lotto business. This is a mass market product. It needs to be engaged in social because everybody is now indoctrinated into the social sharing culture around the world with all the social networks that are going on. We've now become much more attuned. The average person has become much more attuned to sharing information. And if you can engage something like this into something that's already working and piggyback on the back of it, you've got the basis of a really, really successful business. Now, that takes vision. And someone like Jamie, I've known Jamie for a very, very long time, and I've said this before, he's got a very unique set of skills. Not only is his background's in technology, so it doesn't really surprise me that technologically can come out these types of business ideas, but he's also got a very, very successful background in the iGaming industry, in online gaming industry. In fact, the reason why I arrived in Malta 11 years ago was to join Jamie in a business in this sector, which he launched successfully across the planet with a little bit of help from me and some others, and made a real go of it. So not only do we have somebody who's got quite a lot of vision, he's got a huge amount of experience in technology. He's got a massive amount of experience in iGaming. His core skill set is actually spotting a gap in the market before most other people ever spot it, and then have the balls to back the entire project with his own cash and put a kick-ass team of people around him to make it happen. That's something that does not happen every day. You guys will have known and seen opportunities arrive. My Facebook wall is just lighting up like a Christmas tree on a daily basis with all kinds of weird and wonderful opportunities that come along and then disappear 5 minutes later. 16 months in, we're here, stronger than ever. And what you're about to hear from Jamie, I think, is going to not only take us to the next level, but it's going to quantum leap us to a position where there will be no competition that'll touch us. So let me, without any further ado, for the first time this year, introduce you to our CEO and founder, Mr. Jamie Mather. Jamie, all yours.
Hi, Prash. Thank you very much for that intro. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah,
good
I can
time.
hear you loud and clear.
Yep, everybody good? Okay, so I'm currently in Malaysia, traveling through. So for me, it's 3:20 a.m. So you have to bear with me if I'm a little slow or getting more coffee. So a lot of what I was actually going to start saying, Prash already kind of covered. So I'm not going to bore you to death. But yeah, the licensing, the work that we've had to do. We took what I thought was an amazing concept. We put an awful lot of time, effort into it, and we built something pretty special. And I think operationally and in every way, we've proved ourselves. But I really started looking at the numbers. I'm a bit of an analytics nut, and I like to take all the statistics and put them into graphs and analyze them and understand where things are going. And also, I spent a lot of time looking through sort of customer services, support questions, talking to people and finding out what is easy and difficult for them in an opportunity. And so what we did is we sat there and we crunched these numbers, we looked at these things, and we said, okay, how can we make this, how can we basically iron out all the bumps? How can we make it easier to explain, easier to duplicate, easier to build, easier to win? How can we boost up the prizes? How can we just make it just 10 times better than it already is? And obviously, like some people in the team said, no, it's amazing. Let's just leave it as this and let it grow. And I was very sort of reticent to do that. I was very clear. I wanted to make it just much more juicier than it was. And I'm pretty damn sure that we've done that. So I'm going to share with you the major points of what Lotto Spring 2.0 is going to be about. And I'd like to, it's a little light on a few details because I don't really want to get bogged down in this particular webinar. We'll be here all night, or for my case, till the morning, if I tried to cover each piece and explain it in detail. But we will put out new PDFs, new information and details, new articles, even starting tomorrow onwards. So don't worry if there's some questions you have. It's okay. We will tackle those in the next 48 hours. Okay, so one of the things that we did was our games. We created our mega games, and we had prizes up to 100 million per month of potential jackpots. We said, okay, how can we make those better? How can we make them easier to position? How can we make them easier to explain? And in the end, what we decided to do was now actually switch over to using 4 big major lotteries: Euro Millions, Euro Jackpot, Mega Millions, and US Powerball. We're actually going to use those particular brands as our main sort of flagship. I mean, if you can see these numbers here, the prizes are at a different level to our existing mega games. You see, Euro Millions is anywhere between 17 and 190 million jackpots. I mean, Powerball has gone to 1.5 billion. So across these games on a monthly basis, you're looking at combined jackpots of 2.38 billion plus. So we really feel that we're not challenged on any of the jackpot side of things. On top of that, what we found is when people were trying to explain the mega games and our business, it was a bit of a challenge for them because people had never heard of these games. They were like, well, okay, Mega 50. No, I've never heard of this. Where's the money coming from? Have the company got enough money? Who's won the jackpot before? So there's a lot of questions sort of flying around, which all could be very, very easily answered, but it was one more barrier that we wanted to remove. So by adding our main games that participate is Euro Millions, Euro Jackpot, Mega Millions, Powerball, we already leverage their credibility. We already leverage their prizes. We leverage the brand. And nobody says, oh, I've never heard of Euro Millions. And how big is the jackpot? It's a very, very easy sell. So this is going to be the new games in version 2. How does everyone feel about that? Okay, good. So how will Lotto Spring 2 work from a syndicate point of view? Again, we found that people were getting sort of tripped up explaining the sort of hybrid syndicate, how they worked, who gets personal prizes, who gets syndicate prizes. I think people were got a little bit confused, and really the confusion was adding me to a difficulty to kind of promote and get people on board. So what we did is we've turned the whole thing into a complete simple syndicate system, in that there's every time you join and choose a subscription, you are in a syndicate with 97 other players, and everybody is sharing equally those prizes, so that you literally win something pretty much every game, because you're leveraging 96 other people capable of winning those prizes for you. So in that particular case, there's no multi-wins on the smaller prizes, because really it wouldn't make any sense. And we looked at the numbers, and the multi-wins weren't really where the big payoffs were at. The big payoffs were in our Blitz system, but I'll come on to that later. But what we have done is we've turned the jackpot multi-wins on for the top prizes. So if there's 100 million prize, or even a Powerball billion prize, you will get the multi-wins from that, 10% to the direct referrer, 5% to the upline referrers. So overall, if every single person in your downline and frontline could potentially be in different syndicates with 96 other people, all vying for jackpots, which they will share with you. So we thought we'd get sort of the best of both worlds while making it simple. So the proposition would be, hey, would you like to join a syndicate with these major lotteries inside it, and 7 people in a syndicate? And on top of that, if anybody that you invite wins the jackpot, then you're going to get a 10% bonus prize on that. So we thought we'd make just a really, really simple proposition in that way. Okay, one of the other things we've done is we've really differentiated the different starter packs. Anybody that's very familiar will notice there's a Prospring VIP pack there. And let me go through, because one of the other things that we had is that there was a lot of confusion about what kind of proposition this was. Is it a lottery? Is it a referral program? Is it a multi-level program? There was a lot of confusion, and people had very difficult ways of positioning that. Some people loved the Lotto Spring idea, loved the sharing idea, but we're not really big on the whole MLM type idea. Other people were looking at it from a different angle. So what we decided to do was make some clear demarcation between Lotto Spring and Prospring. So what we've done is we've turned the Lotto Spring subscription side of things to be very much a player game. It's only one level. We don't explain multi-level benefits, teams, any of that sort of stuff. It's a very, very simple. You join our lottery syndicate, you pay 33 euros per month. You can get benefits like every time you share with a new person that joins, you get a free Blitz ticket. And if you share with 3 or more, then we refund your subscription, so you're playing for free. So it's a very, very, very simple model. Lotto Spring members will get access to Euro Millions Syndicate on a Tuesday and a Friday, and Euro Jackpot on a Friday. So they have 2 game days. And Bonus Blitz will be the collection of all their Blitz points. Every 4th Friday, we'll run 1 Blitz game where they'll win everything for that month. So a very, very simplistic model that is very easy to explain and we can put off to one side. And it's almost like the thin end of the wedge, because a lot of people who like that will go on to recruit and introduce new players, and we will then follow up with emails to encourage them to upgrade to Prospring. And some people will inadvertently build downlines without even realizing it. And of course, then we encourage them massively to upgrade. So then we move on to Prospring, which is the position we have, the multi-level system, get 3, play for free. But this particular case, you get Euro Millions, Euro Jackpot, and Mega Millions. That's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, and every fourth Friday. So that's going to give you 3 goes at the prizes and play for free, and the free giveaway tickets that we already have. You'll still have those to invite people to play directly into the Euro Millions game. So literally, when you are inviting someone to play for free, you are giving them a free Euro Millions ticket at our expense. And then it's our job to encourage them to, whether they win or lose, to look at the concept of the Lot Spring Syndicate. And then we've introduced a VIP package because a lot of people in sort of feedback said, oh, we want something a bit kind of juicier. We want something with a lot more points. We want something with a lot more go to it. And so what we did is we created the Prospring VIP package, where you were in all 4 syndicates, Euro Millions, Euro Jackpot, Mega Millions, and Powerball, effectively meaning the only day that you are not in a game is Monday. So we decided to structure it so that you could have Mondays off to spend your winnings. But the rest of the week, every single day, you can cross your fingers and get excited about not if your syndicate's going to win something, but how much your syndicate's going to win. Because you're in a team with 97 people, they're playing different games, the likelihood is pretty good that you're going to walk away with something. We still have the giveaway tickets for that prospect, and they have extra 2 levels on the ranking system, as well as being able to get a lot more personal blitz points from referring other Prospring VIP. So it's really a higher level game with more of everything. And a very, very simple and obvious progression. So, okay. In terms of the structure of the game, we basically had so many. We liked the idea of the sort of 5 by infinity force matrix and the concept of overspill and everything else. In reality, for us, while it was good, very, very good at the beginning, from a long-term point of view, we found people were unable to implement things like compression, allow people to benefit from people below them. And also it made people very limited in the people they were personally inviting and where they would kind of go in the system. So what we decided to do was to for version 2, we break everything into a full-blown sort of uni-level system with compression. So you can, if you want to invite 50 people on your personal frontline, you can, and you can build a team of any width. And if people aren't participating in that team, we can remove them and bring their downline up to you so that they're within your pay line. So we found that it's just a more sturdy, serious, long term. I mean, it's obvious now from our business that we are going to be a long-term business. We've invested considerable sums of money into gaming licenses, technical development, new staff. So we really are, and I think that a lot of people at the beginning, you thought, oh, it's just a flash in the pan. It's just some 3-month deal that's going to disappear. I think we've kind of got over that now. We're here and we're growing and we're adding new features. So I think it stands to reason that we would build a future platform on something like a more sturdier uni-level plan, where really people who want to invite as many people as they like can do. Okay, so overall, that means that there's a lot more sort of blitz points up for grabs. Lotto Spring inviting direct players is going to get 1 ticket for every person they invite. Prospring inviting pros are going to get 2 tickets for every person they invite per month. And VIPs who invite VIPs can get up to 3 tickets per month for everybody. So obviously, I'm not going to go into the reward plan and how many points you get on each level in this particular set of slides. But needless to say, it's a juicier, bigger deal and what I feel very, very much easier to promote. On top of that, our site is going to contain single ticket games. So we will have somebody can come onto our website and can buy one Euro Millions ticket or one Powerball ticket or 50 Powerball tickets if they want. So we are operating a full-blown lotto site, and the referral system will still work. So we'll have blitz points for single tickets, which we will award to the direct referrer. So if part of your marketing strategy is to invite everyone to actually go and play Euro Millions and have a few games, is a way to introduce them to the site and build up trust. You can do that. People can offer any combination of subscriptions. So I literally could turn up on the site after your invitation, see Euro Millions as a game, buy 20 tickets, and I can pick a monthly, quarterly, annual subscription for those 20 tickets and choose my numbers and play those. And in each time I do play those, you will be getting the blitz points directly to the referrer. And then at the same time, obviously, the company are going to promote any new materials relating to Lotto Spring and inviting and sharing. And then obviously people who do invite and share will be introduced to Prospring and the VIP upgrades. So I'm hoping that we've created such a thin end of the wedge with single ticket games through to full-blown serious business opportunity. And on that nature, we're going to come from that end from a marketing point of view as well. So we're very much going to focus on a Prospring bespoke website with Prospring bespoke business opportunity marketing materials and videos. So people will be able to see that and come in from a business opportunity point of view, and the mainstream people, the masses, your grandmother, whoever you like, can come in on a single ticket basis, and we can work from that end, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle. What he also shows you in this particular chart is that the only day there isn't a star is a Monday. So if you are in all the games, you are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, twice on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we don't even give you the weekends off. Okay. So what is our rollout time for this? Obviously, we have to maneuver our existing business model into the new business model from a technical standpoint, from a legal standpoint. So the last chance to buy yourself any position tickets or anything in the existing Lotto Spring 1.0 as it is the 28th of March. What that effectively gives us is a couple of weeks for anybody who's on the fence in our system. Maybe they've invited people and left. Maybe they got a position in pre-launch but never really activated that position. Everybody in the existing system has till the 28th of March to activate their position if they are not already active. After the 28th of March, the ability to buy will be switched off, and we will then run out the existing games and tickets that everybody's bought historically. So somebody's subscription ends on the 28th of March. After that, there will be 4 weeks to play out the existing games. Then we go into what is sort of a 6-week pre-launch for version 2. So the version 2 site will be available on the 24th of April. You will be able, people will be able to subscribe, choose their pack, pay, and recruit. But those tickets will be on hold until the 6th of June when we play our first game. But effectively, we get a 6-week pre-launch where we will put over that 6-week period, we will put some offers in place and some good incentives to make sure people get pretty excited. I've said 8 weeks pre-launch on this particular slide, but after a technical meeting literally a few hours ago, we've actually brought it down to the 6th of June. So I think it's more like a 6 or 7 week launch, not 8. So it's a pretty simple timeline. Now to the 28th of March, anyone who's on the fence, been waiting, had a pack, stopped playing, then they need to reactivate. Otherwise, we will remove them from the database. And when we open site on the 24th of April, we will have compressed them out of the system because there will be no other time for them to pay after that. 24th of April, new site available, all nice, shiny version 2 with a limited back office because we won't be able to see tickets and plays because we won't have played any games yet. But the 6-week build-up, and I talked with Prash, and Prash talked with some other people in the team who are very, very keen to make sure the 6 or 7 weeks is going to be absolutely massive. I'm very, very keen to kind of participate myself. Very keen to start, we will be hammering out videos. We will be putting out new PDFs, doing some weekly webinars. I'm sure Prash will tell you a little bit more about that at the end. And then on the 6th of June, we will be fully live with everything new, with all the full syndicates, with all the single ticket games and everything I've explained to you. So we're pretty excited. And at this particular point, we'll be running Facebook ads to your downline list to try and encourage them. So we got like a lot of stuff in the fire, and it's pretty exciting times. Okay, so I don't know what to think to that, because I'm gonna move on to the prize giveaways, because a lot of people really sort of rose to the challenge there with our prize giveaway promotions, and so we had Elena in the office running our random number generator, picking numbers out of the options available to us, and I think she has those ready. And she's going to tell them, and maybe if she announces the winners for each thing on the actual live chat. So let's start with. Okay, so we got 2 Dell laptops up for grabs, and there was a qualification of inviting people to be in that list. So Lena, I don't know if you're available, if you can hear me okay. Would you like to tell us the names picked out of the hat for the 2 Dell laptops?
Jamie, look in the chat window. She's put the first one up there for you.
Right, okay.
So you need to scroll all the way up.
Okay. So, okay. So, laptop number 1 goes to Noel Watson. Yeah, I recognize that name. Good guy. So, congratulations, Noel. I assume you're on the webinar, right? Yes. Okay. So, first Dell laptop goes to Noel Watson. And the second laptop goes to Gareth Kelly. I wonder if Gareth could tell us, what country is Gareth in?
Okay, we're looking, Jamie. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Ireland.
Okay. So well done, Gareth. We'll get your laptop off in the post to you. So you'll be contacted by someone in customer services probably tomorrow, and they'll find out where you want the laptop delivering. So congratulations. Next, we have an iPhone 7 up for grabs. So Lena, if you could give us a winner for that one. Oh, Julie Dealey. I think. Yep, I saw her name earlier on there. She's up on this webinar. So congratulations, Julie. If you contact customer services, and we'll get that over to you tomorrow. Okay, we got 5 Amazon €100 gift vouchers to give away as well. So if you could. Okay, number 1, Steve Dawson. Congratulations. Number 2. Eugene Barrett. Number 3, Hen C. Where's Hen C from? I don't recognize that name. Number 4, it's Peter Burrows. Well done, Peter. Peter's actually someone I've known for a very long time, and he's a very loyal, follower of our project, and he's a very, very strong advocate. And to be honest, he actually gets me excited about this deal. And Gerald Bradley. Yeah, so there's 5 €100 Amazon gift vouchers. They'll be digital vouchers, so we'll send you, just email you a code and you can go on Amazon and buy something. Just if you would appreciate if whatever you buy, you just put on our Facebook page, say, hey, thanks company, I bought a new blender or whatever you bought. Okay, so we've got 10 €50 Amazon gift vouchers. It says amazing gift vouchers on here, but I think they're Amazon ones. If Lenny, you could give us 10 names. John Pearl, congratulations, John. John Richardson. Oh, Hens from Nicaragua, if anybody noticed. Okay, Branislav. Well done. Jeffrey Turner. Ken Dean. Well done, Ken. Graham and Pam Bell. Sava Conrad. Maroslava Bartasova, and I'm really sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Michael Scott. And Ken Dean. Oh, sorry. I think that was the other prize. David Brodsky. So congratulations to everybody. That's 10 €50 Amazon vouchers. While €50 is not a lot, I think everybody likes to win something, and it gives you an excuse to buy something useless and fun that you wouldn't have normally bought. And lastly, we're giving away there's 10,000 Blitz points here. These Blitz points won't be added into this existing system. They will be put in the new Lotus Spring 2.0. So literally, you're guaranteed you're going to win quite a bit on your first game for sure. And we have 4 different people for that. And 2 of the prizes we're going to give away to people who aren't on the English webinar because they're not necessarily speak English. So we wanted to... Okay. So if you could give me just give me 4 names at once. So Fraser Lazelle. Well done, Fraser. Prash Patel. Finally, you won something, Prash. And Sue Ellis. Craig Barnes. Craig Bain, sorry. Well done, Craig. I think that's everybody. Okay. And lastly, what we wanted to do was we just wanted to give like 1,000 Blitz points to 3 people just for showing up on the webinar. So if you could just give me 3 names completely at random, just from the attendee list, and just and what we'll do as soon as Lotus Ring 2.0 switches on, we'll add all those automatically in. Branislav's wife's going to get the voucher. Yeah, that would happen to me if I win any of that stuff. My wife's already moved in; she's already on Amazon spending it for me. Okay, so whoever's registered as Gunter, we got some Blitz points for you. Tony. Last one. And Jürgen. So go to Tony and Jürgen. We know your details from the webinar registration, so don't worry. We'll match that up and make sure you get those prizes. So thanks everyone who came, who really put the effort into kind of build this, and thanks to people for coming and actually sort of putting their hand out, and especially congratulations to someone who just got the iPhone 7, because my iPhone 6 got stolen a couple of days ago, so I'll need to get one anyway. Okay, so the kickoff of when this stuff. I mean, the kickoff is right now. We're going to really push forward here on our existing databases of people who've been a part of it. We'll make this into a video, probably crop out the prizes part, but we'll make the rest of the explanation into a video. And we have got every piece of this puzzle to be emailed out. The new game, the new syndicate rules, the new prizes, the new structure, the compression deadline. We're gonna send this stuff out, and also in terms of opportunity side, the new VIP position. We're gonna put a lot of Facebook adverts out there. We've worked on some really nice new technology which integrates our database directly with Facebook and creates adverts to people inside our database. Based on whether they registered but never played, or played but aren't continuing, and we can actually utilize Facebook dynamically in some adverts, and our new business opportunity videos that are coming out for the pre-launch of version 2. So we're pretty excited, but the kickoff starts right now because we have a deadline of the 28th of March, and we are doing some serious house cleaning here. That people there's people that even signed up in pre-launch who have been on the fence for 16 months saying, oh, these guys aren't going to stick around, or these guys aren't going to pay any prizes. Well, you know what? We are around. We've paid every single prize out. Granted, no one's won 50 million, but that's not our fault. It's actually yours for not picking the right numbers, right? So we're really, really excited about massive prize opportunities to be able to turn around and say, hey, I've got an opportunity that literally can access you to billions. And we're not talking some, the fly-by-night schemes that Prash mentioned either. We're talking about a serious, solid business that is expanding its legality and its structure and its team. And I think if we can't convince people over with what we've just showed you, then we need to clear them out so that they're just not in our way. I mean, we're emailing people and we're doing everything, but we really want to concentrate on our core team. We want to compress everybody up to the active people, and we're ready to go like right now. So you're going to hear from us tomorrow. You're going to hear from us the day after. You're probably going to be sick of hearing from us, and particularly Prash. He's never going to leave you alone until you're making an absolute fortune. So. Thanks, everybody. I'd like to hand things over to Prash, and maybe he's got a few things to say on what we've just announced. He knew most of it. He didn't know quite all of it. But okay, Prash, if you're on board, if you could switch over, and thanks, everyone, for participating.
I am indeed. Thank you very much, Jamie. Firstly, congratulations to me. Yay! I've never won anything before, so this is amazing news for me. But more seriously, congratulations to all the winners. What an amazing, amazing array of prezzies that we've just all had. Those of you who haven't won anything this time, don't worry. We're going to have lots and lots of these things going on for a long, long time to come. So amazing news, guys. Massive jackpots, more games every single week without costing a single penny more. Bigger syndicates, double syndicates, VIP new business opportunity package. I'm going to be upgrading to that for sure. Our incomes are not going to get blocked anymore. That's something we've been waiting for. We're going to get compression. So idle, inactive people don't block us from our levels anymore. Uni level, that means we can refer as many people as we want and get breadth and depth, which, as some of you guys will know, builds the long-term business model for most people who've been there and done that before. New retail element, just single tickets. Now, let me tell you, those single ticket options are bigger than you might think, because whenever there's a huge rollover in either Euro Millions or Euro Jackpots or Powerball or Mega Millions, people go crazy. People will buy 50, 100 tickets when there's $500 million on up for grabs. That's going to be amazing, because one of the big things we have problems with outside of the US, for example, for the big US lotteries, we can't buy the damn thing unless we're in the US. Here, we can get these things, we can promote, or we can offer these things to our social circles from a licensed operator. What an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity that is. And then once they become a customer, the company will then try and upsell them into becoming a subscription model to become a part of our syndicates, and we get even more blitz points and so forth. That's an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity. What I'm gonna do here is quickly give you our next steps. Forgive me, Jamie, to take the opportunity to speak to everybody, to say that I'm gonna hold a debrief team webinar where we're gonna dismantle everything that's been said today and actually add a lot of detail to it, and then work out our team plan, what we're going to do between now and the 28th of March to absolutely maximize the potential to bring as many of our past players back on board and keep ourselves going, so that we and our main people, those who are still excited, don't get compressed out. Because once they're compressed out, they don't come back in again, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we stay in, and we're going to create a formula, a map of what we're going to do in that period to encourage as many people as possible to come back in and stay with us. And then we're going to map out a pre-launch plan to absolutely kick it up. And that's going to involve a whole bunch of stuff. Myself, Peter Burrows, David and Lorraine, a bunch of other people in our leadership team will be helping each and every one of you to take maximum advantage in that pre-launch period. If you remember what we did the first time round, we had 16,000 people come into our program and 6,000 people joined. Now, how would you like to have 10,000 people come in after you have come on board? Imagine what that could do to your blitz winnings. Imagine what that can do for your incomes, and what kind of choices it could give you. So we're going to do all of that stuff. Look out for an email from me. I might even ask Jamie very kindly to email out the entire database on my behalf. Obviously, I don't have everybody's emails, but I might just ask Jamie to do that. If he agrees, great. If not, we'll work out another way. Prospring Insider Facebook page is our team page. If you're not a member of that, get over there and request to be added to that. It's a closed group Facebook page. That's where we hang out. That's where we publish the news. That's where you find out what's happening in the team. And that's how we're going to support you at the very, very best that we can, because I'm on it every single day. Peter's on it every single day. We're all on it every single day. So get in there and get yourself signed up for that. And last but not least, I want to take a little bit of time just to thank Jamie for being the spearhead behind this new raft of awesome upgrades to our opportunity. Because all they can do is dream up some really cool stuff and put it out for us to benefit from. They only benefit if we benefit, if we go to work and make use of what has been put together for our benefit. And if we go out there and build ourselves a lovely little business, and there's hundreds or thousands of us doing that, the company benefits as well. So I want to thank Jamie for all the time and effort and dedication. I've been in contact with Jamie more or less on a daily basis for the last 3 months, a little bit more infrequently whilst he's deep in putting all this stuff together with his team. And talking of his team, I want to thank Lena, who's been diligently beavering away at this project since day one, helping and supporting every single person. All of the marketing stuff that you see, that we see, basically is spearheaded by Lena out of the office with her team of people that supports her, the graphics people and the social media people and all the other people that she has at her disposal. And also the people that we never see or hear from in the background. I know for a fact that a couple of them are on this webinar here. Mr. M from Slovakia, the guy who runs the show when it comes to tech, the kick-ass dude. Thank you so much for all of the stuff that you guys do out there and your team with Daniel and Vlado, and even here with Lucy and Monica and Richard. There's a whole bunch of people that I don't even know that exist in all the other offices around the world for this company, but I know that this thing is not a one-man band. Jamie has a huge amount of support from a massive team of people that bring something like this to life. And lastly but not least, I want to thank each and every one of you in our team who has turned up for this webinar. It's been a while. We've been through some ups and downs, but I think all of you will agree that what we have here in our hands today, that nobody else has ever put something like this together. We are the custodians of what I believe is the next generation of Lotto offer. And remember, billions and billions and billions of people around the world love playing this type of game. Why? A, it does not have the stigma of gambling. Lotto is not gambling. My mother buys Lotto tickets. She's not a gambler. Lotto is a low-ticket, amazing offer that can change a person's life with one lucky strike. Okay, and we have an opportunity to be able to bring the world's biggest lottos into somebody's home through their computer without them having to leave their door. This is the first time a syndicate of this type has ever been created for our type of opportunity. So this is something that we've got. This is the time to get involved and get excited and get moving. Look out for some emails from me on that basis. Jamie and the team, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. It is absolutely an amazing offer. And perhaps, Jamie, you just want to say a final word before we sign off here. Can't hear you.
Hi, Prash. I was going to actually thank all the team, but you actually just went ahead and did all that anyway. But, you know, congratulations to everybody. Thanks to everybody for showing up. And actually, I'd like a big round of applause for Prash, because Prash is the real spearhead here in terms of the network. He literally is on to me every single day. He's been incredibly supportive. He's our biggest advocate, and he really does, you know, put in 110%. And I'd like to a big round of applause for Prash. Really, he's the man. Thanks, Prash.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, mate.
Okay. So. Okay, I'm gonna get off now. It's actually 4 a.m. where I am, so I've been fueled by coffee this whole time, and it's wearing off. And I'll leave you to sort of wrap up, Prash, and let's get some stuff happening tomorrow.
Great one, nice one. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you guys for turning up. Look out for an email with a link to the replay. We'll obviously do some editing on it and stuff like that. Make sure it's all nice and tickly-boo, so that we can get it out to anybody who didn't make the webinar. Prize winners, wait just a day or two for news from the support team here. We'll get all our prizes. I say we, first time ever, actually. So I'm really chuffed as well. And look out for emails from me about our next move. The ball's in our court, guys. These guys have done everything they can for us. They put out what I believe is probably the best opportunity of this kind on the planet today. And it's now for us to, you know, show them our sort of commitment of faith and get in there and get stuck in. Okay, so thank you very, very much for turning up, guys. Hope you've had an amazing time. Look out for more news, and we will see you again on another webinar very, very soon. Thank you very much. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.